It's a long journey, but relatively safe once we're clear of the jungle. The Kalgurans keep the road pretty secure. Shall we?
Doriani has one piece of an ancient weapon that can control corruption. The other 3 pieces lie somewhere in the countless islands of the Karui archipelago. But their current leader is distrustful of outsiders. He would never give us passage. Our only path forward lies through Kingsmarch. Perhaps there we shall find a ship and crew brave enough to take us where we need to go.
How long was I sleeping? Never mind. I should find Alva.
This is it? This is Kingsmarch? Science and civilization must have never recovered.
Your time was different, yes. But don't discount the Kalgurans just yet. They have potential.
We shall see.
Where did Alva go?
She has gone ahead to meet her local contacts.
We will need a vessel to navigate the archipelago. We must begin our search to locate the pieces of the weapon.
Please, try to put aside your differences in my absence. Where should we be looking for the pieces?
We know the pieces of the weapon radiate intense, latent corruption.
It is crucial that we find a captain with in-depth knowledge of the local area. Then we will stand a better chance of finding what we seek. Doriani sees the world through a different lens. You must remember that he is of a bygone era.
I can hear you, you know.
Indeed.
And of what era are you, exactly?
Older still. I have seen many civilizations rise and fall.
Must I listen to squabble?
It is a strange feeling meeting someone so gifted in sciences I unintentionally brought to the world. All of Val technology and advancements derived from my ultimate mistake.
You call the beast a mistake? On this I do not agree. The gods were nothing but monstrous tyrants. The power of corruption allowed humanity to seize back control of their destiny.
And what did you do with that control? In your experiments I saw death, dismemberment, a living nightmare.
A means to an end. They were all willing sacrifices.
That is somehow even more frightening. The zealotry, the fervor. I've seen it all too often. A kind of madness, seemingly fundamental to mankind.
Perhaps, but it was their choice to make. They gave themselves in the hopes of saving our people. My only regret is that I failed.
Oh, to bear but one regret.
Regrets are what shape us. Learnings observed about ourselves. No one is perfect.
Is this the friend you mentioned?
Ah, there you are. This is my contact, Rog, a trader with a keen eye for valuable artifacts. Rog, my friends are after a ship, and it just so happens we have a cartload of Val treasure to cover the charter.
I need a guide. Someone capable of taking me to your most dangerous islands.
Kalguran merchant vessels don't intentionally seek out danger. However, there is one captain who may be up to the task. Name's Makoru. I'll set up an account for you, but for now, here's your charter. Take it to her. I've no doubt she'll accept.
I suppose it's time we said farewell for now. I'm off to study a tome on blood magic I found back in Utsal. How exciting! Do be careful out there.
Come visit my shop sometime. Oh, Kingsmarch. It's what we Kalgurans call this little port town of ours, and also the region round it.
King's March. So you've got a king to worry about, I take it?
All this has been authorised by the king, and we certainly pay enough taxes that we can never forget that. But we're quite far from home. We're mostly left to our own devices. Oh, except for the king's hand. He spends a season here each year to make sure we're on the up and up. There is no greater concentration of you've
This
been
king
here
of yours
a
would do
while,
well to stay
friend.
away, lest he end up skinned.
Oh, wow. That's rather direct. You and I should keep in touch. What is it you want to know about us?
We all have a tale. I want to know what makes you, you.
Well, most Kalgurans here on Rayclast are in various guilds. I'm in the Meridian Free Traders, the trade guild that owns the charter for King's March. You can't beat our logistics. Danik is in the Artificers Guild these days. Tujan's a freelance harbour master, but he stays close. You've got to keep the family together, you know. The wife's the only one still carrying on our grand quest. I sure do miss her, but she always comes back soon enough. On an unrelated note, the King's Hand is due to return to Kalgur any day now. Take care if you see him around. This shop is my pride and joy. I've been dreaming of running my own place since my younger days, even though that was impossible back home.
This sounds like a beautiful dream. Tell me more of this, Sir Rog.
There are a limited number of merchant licenses, all owned by wealthy families. New licenses only come up every few years, but I could never afford one back in Kalgur. I've fallen on better times here in Rayclast, you might say. So here I am. I was never one for grand quests, always preferred sorting logistics from the back, but I'm glad I'm here. I'd never have had my children, or built all this. The wife says I'm the real hero, because I have a business and support my family. She might just be buttering me up, but I still take it to heart. The grand quest that brought me here? Oh no, that's a long story. I couldn't possibly. All right then, if you insist, I'll tell the tale. 2 decades ago, our glorious leader, Danik, led us on an expedition across stormy and dangerous oceans to look for an artifact called the Triskelion Flame. Our search took us to the forsaken continent of Rayclast, a land filled with horrible monsters and raving mad exiles.
Outside the Vastiri, maybe. You should visit our desert sometime. It is quite beautiful.
But we excavated many ancient sites, uncovering some of the lost history of our people's short residence here. Long ago, Kalgurans tried to settle on Rayclast, and, it did not go well. In the end, they did not survive, and they lost the Triskelion Flame. We've been looking for it for over 20 years now, and to be honest, we've gotten a bit sidetracked, but my wife refuses to give up on the dream. Oh, my Gwenna never did feel quite comfortable here. She spends much of her time off continuing our adventure. Doesn't have anything to do with the King's Hand being in town this year.
I understand you. I am not exactly welcome back home either. It is my bane to bear.
The name's Tujin. I'm the harbour master around here. Welcome to our fair little town. You have a vessel charter, I see?
Greetings, Master Tujen. Indeed, I have a charter. I seek Makoru.
Just out on the pier. It's the only ship on the dock right now. Before you go, perhaps I can ask a favour. See, King's March trade has seen better days. Ships go out, and they don't come back. And that kind of shite is bad for business.
Oh dear, I feel seasick already.
A local island we call Journey's End is spewing out blasted fog all over the sea, as thick as mud. The Karui know all about it, but won't seem to touch it. Something has to be done.
This fog will prevent us from making the journey, no?
Makoru can do it. She's Karui and grew up on these waters. If anyone can get you there, it's her, no doubt.
I will do my best for you, Master Tujen.
We'd be in your debt, and I got something special with your name on it. If you can clear that bloody fog. I'm not a tour guide. This here's the harbour. Got an harbour concern? That's me. For all other concerns, best ask someone else.
Well, is this truly how you greet visitors, Master Tujen?
Don't take it personal. We got a lot of people coming and going here. I lost count of all the ones that rub me the wrong way. Who knows? Maybe you'll surprise me. Why are you asking? Who sent you? Bugger off!
Why do you live in fear of him?
Not funny. Move on. Now there's a true friend. Me and him have been on this campaign here in Rayclast since the start of this little venture, when it was but a lodge and a dream. Next thing you know, well, it all got away from us. And here we are, with the whole town somehow grown up around us.
You should be proud. It seems you have done well for yourselves here.
I'm just now realizing I haven't been on an expedition in 6 bloody years. Time really is a cruel master.
I cannot imagine. You've been cooped up here too long. You must join me for an adventure sometime.
Stranger things have happened, I suppose. It's quite the worry. Not one of us sleeps right at night lately. It's just not like her to disappear this long.
I would be troubled too, if it's not like her.
We'd seen her a lot more recently, after certain folk made their way back to Calgur some years back. She's not one to be tied down to mortar and stone, mind you. But weeks without a word. No, that's not how Gwen.
Rest assured, I will see if I can find your friend.
Please do. I used to believe a whole load of bollocks about honorary tradition. We do this not for ourselves, but for our children. The words were hollow, but the intent was good. It really is all about making a better world for those that will follow us.
So, you are here to build a new future for your people. Admirable.
Yeah, something like that.
I feel you are leaving out some important details.
Quite worldly, aren't you?
Not that I know of your home, but it must have been dire for you to become an immigrant on Rayclast. What happened in Calgur?
Oh, you know, the usual things that make good folk run to the ends of the world. Water under the bridge now. No sense poking a hornet's nest. The big man's resolved to leave us alone, so long as we keep sending back Val artifacts. Or whatever else his heart desires.
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm Ange, a marketeer. Oh gosh, where are my notes? I'm terrible at introductions. Never mind. I've been in Kingsmarch for many years, watching and waiting for my time to shine. Picked up a thing or two from Rog and Faustus, rest his soul. And a little life advice from Tujin, I guess. If you need to get your hands on something, or get something off your hands, just ask.
Calm yourself, woman. I mean you no harm. How does this work?
I'll take a small fee. Not much at all, really. But, first order of business, we need somewhere to set up a sort of base of operations. A hideout, you might say, to ship goods to and from. I'll keep it all spick and span, don't worry. Just keep an eye out for a suitable location. Somewhere out of sight, off the beaten track, if you get my drift. He's been a great teacher, no doubt about it. But gosh, has he gotten soft as he's aged.
He seems like a gentleman to me.
Oh, he surely is. But you see, years ago, he'd drive a hard bargain. He was a great negotiator. Then he went and had children. Oh, awful. Now he seemingly doesn't have the energy to haggle. Almost gives stuff away.
You learned much from this Faustus fellow before he passed away.
I did. He was a complicated man, to say the least. Died of natural causes, they say, but I'm not so sure. He left Kingsmarch around a decade ago. No one was entirely sure where he went. But when he got back, gosh, he really had changed. He'd both softened and hardened. You never quite knew what you'd get. But I could tell it was caused by fear.
Age can change us all. Why didn't you ask him about this?
I asked him once. It took all my courage to do so. What happened to you, Faustus? Where did you go? I asked. He looked me dead in the eye. I still remember the look he had on his face. He was looking at me, but also through me, like he was somewhere else, reliving something. He said nothing. Got up and left. They found his body later that night on the dock. Under his coat, he was clutching a small Val artifact. I heard he held it so tightly his hands were bloody. All very strange. He helped me with my self-confidence. Well, at least he tried to. He got me blind drunk singing songs with the local crews here in the tavern.
Master Tujen must pace himself with his drinking.
Yes, it is a bit of a worry. Since then, for some reason, people have been more friendly towards me. Aren't people awfully strange?
Ah, a sorceress in Kingsmarch. What a strange sight. I've heard tales of your kind. My name is Danig. I am the humble leader of this fair port, and its smith.
Oh, I am pleased to meet you, Lord Danig. You are so tall.
Observant? Yes, I'm a bit more than a blacksmith. I'm also skilled in runecraft.
Runecraft. Oh, it sounds like such beautiful sorcery. Do tell me its tale.
Oh, it's not sorcery. It's science, taught to me by priests in my younger days. But enough about me. You're as far from home as we are, more or less. We should exchange tales over an ale sometime soon. This little jewel on the sea might have been granted an official charter by the king, but it's those of us here on Rayclast that have built it into the trading hub it is today.
It has a charm, I suppose, though it does make me homesick for the Vastiri. Still, it is impressive what you have built.
To be fair, we did have local help. The king commissioned this port for trade after we'd been operating it as an outpost for many years. We ourselves would like to investigate the remnants of our own culture, but he is very interested in Vaal artifacts.
How strange. Why is he wasting his time with the remnants of a dead empire? Seems all kings obsess over ridiculous things.
Your guess is as good as mine. King's March is actually our second attempt at settling on Rayclast. Our first expedition, thousands of years back, was mysteriously lost.
To lose the telling of a tale is one of the heart's worst burdens.
That's why we came here 20 years ago, to find out. We also sought the artifact of power our forebears brought with them to Rayclast. It has become my life's work, the search for the Triskelion flame. The most powerful artifact in our known tales was brought to this continent by the first expedition thousands of years ago. The songs tell of it incinerating evil, purifying tainted fields, and warding off those of ill intent.
I can incinerate evil myself, but purification, Rayclast could use that.
My thoughts exactly. I still intend to get out there, I just get bogged down by the work of running King's March.
The burden of leadership usually falls on the unwilling. It is a sign of your virtue. I admire you for this.
One day there will be a glorious return. One day we Grand Four will finish our quest, and perhaps do a little saving of this fair Rayclast. Yes, one day. Soon. The runes on our armor essentially capture and shape starlight. It sounds poetic, but don't be fooled. The smiths of the Kalgur turned these runes toward killing work long ago, as soon as we discovered we could compel arrows to find their mark, and blades to bite deeper.
I hang on these words. Remarkable. And you, Lord Danik, can do this? I am in awe.
All that and more. The greatest smiths became known as artificers, and produced work of singular genius. I'm not quite there yet, but it's only a matter of time and determination. We've had 20 years on Rayclast, and those gems you use continue to perplex me. Clearly, they grant you mystical abilities, but they simply don't do anything in the hands of a Kalguran.
I know it's impolite to ask this of a strong man, but did you make sure you properly focused your will?
Believe me, I've tried. We have our own methods of mystical power, to be fair, but your gems remain an enigma. Somehow, I suspect the power is actually inside you, and these virtue gems are just the particular way you believe the world works. I'm no priest, though, so take my opinion for what it's worth.
Now that there's a good man. He's led us through thick and thin, an aspiring dreamer and a cynical realist. He's a unique fellow.
You speak with great respect for him. What makes you admire him so, Master Tujen?
His conviction, his passion. He could change the world, if he just believed he could.
Watch your step, eh? Slip overboard and you're on your own. I'm Kanu, first mate of the Aurora Main. If you're looking for a ship, best speak to the boss, Makoru. And mind your manners while you're at it.
Good day, Kanu. You have such confidence. I hope you are a capable seafarer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the best.
The best.
The second best.
Ha! Well done.
My family wasn't always from these parts, you know? We came out here a few generations ago. I was always out exploring the waters and fishing, even as a young boy. That's just in my blood. My family's tribe, the Tasalio tribe, they value being on the water above all. But the young ones were never allowed to go very far. I used to drive my parents nuts. I looked out across the water and oh boy, I wanted to keep going. But I never went too far. I couldn't leave my family behind. Where they are, that's my home.
Sometimes we do not value home until it is gone. I thought I didn't need my home. But in truth, it is difficult to be without it.
Well, hey, here I am. And I'm thankful the boss showed me that I can make a new life for myself. One that I choose.
Welcome aboard. I'm Makoru, captain of the Aurora May.
Good day. I have received a charter, and am looking for a crew.
Look no further. The Aurora May and her crew are at your service. We can take you wherever you need. Places other captains would never dream of going. Your business is your business. Now, we can set sail whenever you like. For generations, the Isle of Shrikes was used for a coming-of-age trial for several tribes. Young Karui tried to sneak onto the rocks, climb the cliffs and take the eggs of the shrikes that nest there. The eggs are a valuable delicacy that many Karui would pay through the nose for. In recent years, though, the trial became far more deadly. The things that nest there, they are vile things.
We have all manner of vultures through the Vestiri. I'm sure I can handle it.
It's not really the type of island outsiders should be trespassing on. But let's do it anyway. I told you I would take you anywhere, but I'm hesitant about this one. Nakanu might be the most dangerous island of them all because I was born there. They won't outright kill me for showing up, at least not in these more peaceful times. But if you insist, well, let me tell you, it is quite beautiful. I just won't be able to go ashore with you.
Will they mind my trespass?
You won't be welcome inland, but you'll likely be allowed inside the front gate. Just be respectful. Whakapanu is one of the most beautiful islands in Ngā Makanui, a tropical paradise. Some time ago, I heard that a Karui tribe decided to land and settle there. Maybe it would be worth asking if they've seen any sign of what you're looking for.
I look forward to meeting them.
I also look forward to meeting some Karui who don't know me. That prison island was built by the Eternal Empire. It's been 300 years since the Cataclysm, but the inmates still wail from within the walls there. Can you believe it? Nobody ever let them out.
Perhaps they are the shame of their people.
It's a horrible place. You can still hear them pounding at the bars of their cells. Considering how awful it is, I guess you'll want us to sail straight there, right? That island has been shrouded in mist for generations, even since before the Vaal Empire. The tale told by our Hatungo goes, if the mists part and the island shows itself, you will be compelled to land on its shores. You'll claim to hear the voices or see the visions of loved ones, or of your gods, or whatever else is dear to you. If we go there, there's a real chance the ship will never return.
We are not just any crew. We will be all right.
Well, what could possibly go wrong? The first thing that grinning lot of fools did when they got here was build their enclave. The Twilight Order, they call themselves. Spend most of their time brainwashing anyone who will listen. And they've even got a decent chunk of Karui converted to their cause, whatever it may be. Bigger chunk of us can't stand them, though, myself included.
I will try my best not to eviscerate them.
I just think it's a dangerous game they're playing. Religion always is. I suppose we can visit them if you like, but I doubt it'll be very helpful. That's less an island and more an active volcano. There's a swarm of deadly little things that make their home in the warrens further inland. We call them the kinfolk.
Kinfolk? So they are some sort of tribe?
They're feisty little buggers. They'll swarm you and eat the flesh off your bones while you're still screaming.
Never mind, then.
It's really their tyrant I'm worried about. Reports say he's getting bigger and bigger every time he's spotted. But sure, we can take you there, I guess. Here we are. I'm a freshly minted captain, but not new to these waters. I joined the trade guild as a deckhand after I ran away from home. I then worked my way up ever since. I finally took the captain's challenge not too long ago, and now I'm the first Karui captain on a Kalguran ship.
I admire you for your achievements, Makoru.
Thank you, but my story has only just begun. Now I've just got to get out there and make a name for myself. I've put a lot on the line to get to where I am. Who knows? Maybe we'll achieve great things together. They don't talk very much about their homeland, and well, I'm definitely not allowed to sail there.
You are not permitted because of your lineage.
Nah, it's nothing like that. It's just part of their culture. First, someone has to immortalize my family's triumphs into an epic poem. Then, it must be told at their royal court before their king. This sort of custom is not too different from Karui oral traditions, but it's a tricky situation for me. I am no longer part of my tribe, so I have no family to immortalize in song. Tujin suggested that we could be family, but he was drunk at the time. I don't know what to make of the Kalguran king. I've only heard whispers, rumors.
I know very little of this king. Tell me what you've heard.
Well, they say he's a bit obsessed with Vaal artifacts. But something tells me this is quite a concern for the Kalgurans. I've noticed certain types of Vaal devices seem to up and disappear before being loaded onto ships headed for Kalgur.
Treasonous actions. You should be careful with this information, Makoru.
If you mention this, they will deny it. Just like they did when I asked. And just like I will deny ever telling you this. My people's traditions have remained the same for thousands of years. Until my generation, that is. When I was just a young girl, Tukohama, the Karui god of war, was slain by a mortal. That turned my world upside down. Our own ancestor, killed by a mortal. I'm looking for my own way now. One that doesn't rely on gods or old traditions. I thought I might find my path in trade and commerce, so here I am, sailing for the Kalgurans. Other Karui like me have spread out across Rayclass in search of meaning. The elders call us Kaivana. They think that we have rejected the way, that we dishonor our families.
I, too, was insulted for choosing my own destiny.
Well, look at us now. We're doing okay. Now, when I was a young girl, I visited the halls of the dead. My ancestors told me that the way was meant to empower us, not to control us. So who am I dishonoring by seeking my truth? It's a debate that I'm tired of having. But either way, it has separated me from my family, and I must live with that. I became a captain against the wishes of the Trade Guild Council. To lead a Kalguran ship, you must pass a test. I was given a makeshift crew and tasked with sailing a course in a certain amount of time. At the most dangerous point of the course, between two shallow reefs on a moonless night, our cargo of refined verisium caught fire. It was set to explode at any moment.
What an adventure. Please continue.
I was faced with a choice. Abandon ship or order some of the crew into the lethal smoke to put out the fire. At the cost of their own lives, no less. They say it's a rather horrible death, gasping for breath with burning lungs that no longer work. So I chose to put out the fire myself. That's just how I was raised.
But you lived?
Well, luckily for me, it was all fake. It was the main part of the test. The truth of it is, the candidate passes or fails depending on the votes of the crew aboard. I earned their loyalty by my choice. And many of them still follow me to this day, here on this ship. The council does not aid me in any way, but they also leave me to it. It's the best situation for now, until I show some true profit.
Let's go! Watch your step, eh? I left Nakanu before I was even old enough to run the Isle of Shrikes. Because of that, in the eyes of the Karui, I'm not a man. I didn't pass the test. It's a ridiculous tradition. And I know a few ladies who can vouch for my manhood.
You are not yet a warrior, but soon you will be. Climb these cliffs and collect one shrike egg. If you feel you cannot go on, turn back. You can always try again next season. We seek to build wisdom and strength, not to destroy you. A corpse does your tribe no good. No matter what you choose to do, return with a grand tale of what you faced. Tavakai, chieftain of the Tukuhama tribe.
A nest like this, the mother must be monstrous. Foreign work, old. I don't recognize this craftsmanship. Risking death to prove one's worth. The Karui are not so different from us. Only a piece. The rest must still be out there. There you are! The source of all this filth! Is no more.
This piece of the weapon, it has writing on it.
The first example of precursor writing I've ever seen.
I recognize some of these symbols.
What? How?
When I was very young, but a boy and still mortal. Such a faded memory. I was in her lap, and symbols like these decorated a vivid book. I can almost hear her saying the words, what they mean.
Please, you must recall. What do they mean?
I'm not sure. I have to think on it. I have to try to remember.
Then we must find the other pieces. We need more information.
Now, we must find the others. Make haste.
Makoru's got something to prove. Lucky for you, she's got the talent to back it up. You won't go wrong getting on that ship. She's been underestimated. By my people, and her own.
Her own people did not believe in her? Outrageous.
Aye, she's left them behind. But she's got her people's spirit. I'm fond of the Karui. They value honor and ancestral tales of bravery. Not just talk. For real. They live the way us Kalgurans claim we do. They're wild and free.
I am confused. Why would they underestimate such a capable leader? She is a strong woman.
Oh, you know how it is in times of change. The younger ones get ideas, and the older ones try to push them back toward tradition. The Karui passionately follow what they call the Way.
What do you know of the Way?
Well, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but it's a kind of code of honor.
I see. So, Makoru, she rejects the way of her people?
Reject is a strong word. You'd have to ask her. She forges her own path. Kinda like we did coming here, to Rayclast. I admire that. He's fairly new in town. I heard he had too many modern ideas for the chieftain's liking. He seems capable enough, and Makoru's taken a liking to him.
Tell me, who is this chieftain?
His name's Tavakai. He's a bit of a hard-ass, a real warrior. And we do our very best not to cross him.
So I should be cautious around this Tavakai.
Good luck with that. Rumor has it you're looking for objects of grand importance. Should we be concerned?
I would not lie to you. Yes, it is quite concerning. But tell me, how do you know of this?
Nothing's a secret around here for long, see? At least not to me. Just be careful. That's all I ask.
Are you telling me there may be another cataclysm? You should have told me sooner. If this weapon can truly save us all, we'll do whatever it takes to aid you.
My people too have sworn a pledge to fight corruption. Welcome to the war.
I won't fail. Maybe this is my chance to prove myself. What's this? A part of a map? Huh. Can't tell much from this alone. Let me know if you find more of it.
So what is this thing you found? Seems only fair to ask, since we're doing all the hard work sailing you around.
They tell me it's a piece of an ancient weapon, but we shall see.
Oh, how interesting, I guess. So we're risking our necks for some old collector's item, eh?
It is more than just some collector's item. It could be what helps us save the world.
Could be. So it's uncertain. Ah, well, either way, we're doing our part. Let's see what happens.
By the boss, you mean Makoru?
That's right. Makoru's the boss. But more than that, she's a role model. A true leader.
All right, all right. You know flattery doesn't work on me, Kanu.
It is simply the truth.
You have done well, Makoru. There is no denying that.
The Karui have no ships like the Aurora May. Our vessels are meant to travel between islands or to fish. But the Aurora May? Woo! She feels like she could take us to the end of the world.
The ships remind me of the carts back home. Always in motion. A masterful construction.
I'm just happy to live in times like these. I think about it sometimes, you know? What a day to be alive. To breathe in the air, feel the sun. Could be a lot worse. When the Kalgorans showed up, it brought a lot of tension to the tribes. Also brought doubt among the outer islands. My family left the Tasoleo tribe when I was only a boy. They then joined the Tukohama tribe. My parents found hope in their message of strength.
As they should. Did you feel the same?
Well, look, I don't reject the way. It just feels different to me. Late at night, out on the sea, I can still feel what our old tribe called the flow. It's real. It's powerful.
The sea has a power.
Oh, it's hard to put into words. All I know is Tavakai's version of the way is definitely not something I can flow with. Tavakai doesn't trust outsiders. He wants to drive the Karui further away into isolation. And that doesn't feel right to me. It feels backwards. We should at least hear new ideas out. See what they can offer us.
I am Tavakai, chieftain of the Tukohama tribe. These waters, and all the islands within, belong to the Karui. You and these Kalgurans are our guests. I expect you to behave like it.
Of course. Honored, chieftain. The Karui are still considered allies where I come from.
I care not for your words, only your actions. I'll be watching. Yes, you are all guests here on these waters. Waters that have belonged to us since the beginning of time. Our way is our identity. It is beyond life and death. The way gave us the strength to endure all the horrors of Rayclast. Corruption, disease, slavers. Ugh, never again.
The Marraketh have endured many of the same woes. All that truly matters is strength. What else ensures survival?
Nothing does. The Mariketh know this. Strength is the key. And yet here we are. Slowly but surely, outsiders forsake us. The Val, the Eternal Empire, and now, the Kalgurans. I thought their leader Danik was true of heart, until he allowed the harvest of our sacred whale, and it was all downhill from there. It began with our remote tribes. They would disappear from their islands, gone without a trace. For generations, the Eternal Empire and the bastards of Oriath raided the weakest of our people and took them as slaves. But where are those slaves now? Dead and gone.
As they deserve. I despise this part of humanity, past and present.
Yes, 1,000 times over. Now, we must rise stronger than ever. We will not stray again from the old way, the true way, the way that carried us through history. We must be strong for the world to see, so that we are the masters of our own destiny. Long ago, Tukohama put axes in our hands and taught us to fight. That is the most important lesson of our way. We were nothing before we were given strength.
Strength is vital to overcoming our own weaknesses. It is true.
Had we been united in our strength, perhaps history would have told a different tale. Now, the tribes must stand together and put the Karui first. We will always have neighbors, but they must acknowledge our strength. And one way or another, they shall. It is disappointing to see our young abandoning the way and becoming what? Work hands? For the Kalgurans? It is ridiculous! She could be so much more!
But, Chieftain, with respect, who are you to judge her path?
I am her father, so I am more than qualified. Ugh. The first Karui captain of some outsider's fleet. Is there really honor in that? I doubt it. Kanu rejected us to be a lowly first mate, as they call it. I know his father. He is deeply ashamed. The youth these days are more foolish than ever. Kanu was always headstrong, loud and disrespectful, all the makings of a great warrior. He threw it all away to work for the Kalgurans. We have lost many to foreign causes. That's why Ngakanu is now off-limits to outsiders.
I too choose to walk my own path. It really is not as easy as you think.
Few choices are easy, but some are right. We cannot afford to lose more of our young to these dangerous ideas. He showed promise when he arrived on our shores. I saw the warrior within, but I will never forgive him for allowing the hunt of our sacred whale.
I must tell you, Sir Danig was not to blame. He wishes he could have stopped it.
I did not know that. Either way, the Kalguran monster that is King's March is too large for any one man to fully control. Well then, what is it that brings you here? You've clearly made yourself at home on our waters.
I am on a mission to find and rebuild an ancient weapon. A weapon that may help us destroy corruption.
Our islands have become more and more sickened of late. Those who stray fall ill with the blood fever and are cast out to die alone. My Hotungo worries that the beast has returned to the world once more.
The beast has indeed returned, and the Mariketh are on the move once again. I need the weapon to drain and remove corruption.
This weapon, it sounds like it could cure the blood fever. We believe it is caused by corruption contaminating our very blood, so removing it may heal that sickness. A powerful weapon indeed. I suppose I can allow you to continue your search. For now, we will not interfere with your passage on our waters, but you best remain respectful.
We made it.
Ahoy! Here we are. We shouldn't be here. This place hates us. Can't you feel it? I keep seeing angry faces in the fog.
I am glad the Tukohama tribe still thrives. In the early days, Tukohama was a good man.
You knew him?
Yes, and I also helped kill him too, much to my regret.
The tales are true. You journeyed with the Godslayer?
Yes, at the time there was no other way. There is one consolation. His spark was not lost.
What were these edicts?
We have very little information, but if the seed of corruption was the instrument of the second edict, it may have been created in response to an unknown first edict.
The first mural I saw was broken, but there was definitely something there. They must have been facing some disaster, or enemy, or change in the world. Did they create the seed of corruption in response?
Whenever the Varl built something dangerous, we also ran a parallel project. As a contingency, the weapon, the instrument of the third edict. I believe it is a fail-safe. If the seed of corruption grew out of control, then perhaps it was designed to shut down the experiment.
Then that is exactly what we will do.
Do you intend to go back and stop your cataclysm after this?
I cannot. Unfortunately, that is not how time works. Everything one knows will happen, did happen. This is the one case where ignorance can be a scientist's greatest asset. I must learn as little about history as possible while I am in this era.
Kalguran ambition runs aground again.
Stop! Don't come near the circle.
These ancestral totems are a menace that remain from ancient days. They gather a cursed fog, and we cannot stop them or break them. If you come to this place and have any idea how to destroy them, please do. Tawakai, chieftain of the Tukohama tribe.
Freya Hartlin? Is that you?
Yes, it is.
You remind me of the tail woman of Mayakara. Please, how long have you been here, dear Freya?
Longer than I can fathom.
My heart is in pain for you. How can we break this magic?
My boy, he's lost somewhere on the island. And with him, our trove of raw verisium. It must be runesmithed into spikes. It is the only way to break the seal.
Captain Grisham Hartlin?
I also fear for his fate.
Well then, best we find him. Danid can help with the verisium. Now get your arse moving and look for the captain. I'll stay with Freya.
Please hurry. I feel I could die at any moment. Oh, Cadogan, preserve me.
Hey, don't name him.
You must forgive me. This has been a nightmare.
Oh, of course. I can't even imagine. What's it been now? 4 years? We thought you made it to Kalgur with your shipment.
We crashed upon these unseen shoals. Oh, how I've missed home. I long to walk once more under the sun in those softly waving fields.
Softly waving fields? What part of Midgard are you from again?
Oh, my head. Oh, it aches.
Of course. I can't imagine what being out here this long does to the mind. Please don't strain yourself.
Yes. I think I'll rest now.
You've been out here for so many years. How did you survive?
Shellfish, rainwater, and hope.
Remarkable.
You're no Balbalak. You do not deserve this fate. I shall free you.
Now you're talking.
There were times I almost gave up.
Please don't cry. We're here. I remember your boy, Freya. Worked for us for a long while. Captain Hartlin, a capable seafarer, well respected among his crew. Good drinker, too.
He's the apple of my eye.
Really? I thought you'd fallen out over the whole...
We're still family. And family is all that matters.
Aye, true enough.
Family? Appreciate it while you have it.
Oh,
it can be taken away quicker
so
than you
bright
think.
and lovely.
No, don't look at it. Not yet, resist it.
I know very little of the fog, other than its malice. It drew us in and led us to our doom.
It is known to wreak havoc on the mind. Mirages, whispers, lies. Every captain I know has reported strange sightings in the fog over the years. It's only gotten worse of late.
Something's wrong out there with the world. Something's happening. I have to get out of here.
Indeed. But what do you specifically speak of?
I just have to get out. It's been too long. All I remember is the horrible sound of our ship slamming against the rocks. I crawled through the sand in mist, beset by the cries of the dying. And when I opened my eyes, I was here, safe, but trapped.
Incredible. This magic fortress protected you.
Something about these Ka-Rui totems keeps the malice of the fog at bay.
Are you sure this Verisium substance will work?
Are you not familiar with the power of runes?
Verisium's the very foundation of Kalguran rune work. We call it truth metal. As they say, what is runed becomes reality.
A metal born of the very stars themselves.
Danig would know more of the details. But if a skilled smith imprints the rune for deadly on a sword, that sword becomes, well, deadlier.
Amazing. Magic truly thrives in all places.
Magic? It's not magic. It's science.
Oh, come now. It is magic. Prize waiting to be claimed.
Our flesh and blood!
None may leave this accursed island.
Your curse holds no power over me.
Drown in sorrow. Taste salt. All hands on deck. Eternal pain. Discipline. Endless misery. To your captain. Fire and hell. Drown in sorrow. To your captain. Do not believe his lies.
So this is Verisium. It shines. I see why they covet it.
My boy is dead. I knew. In my heart, I knew. It's been so long. I don't care about getting out of here anymore. Just leave me to die.
Come now, Freya. You are better than this.
Perhaps if you can runesmith the Verisium and free me, I can go and see my boy one last time.
Of course, Freya. Newcomer, get the Verisium to Danig, quickly.
Freya Heartland's still around, and trapped on Journey's End? How strange. I believe I know the runes that could break that seal.
I must hurry. I trust you, Lord Danig. I beg you, do your best work for me.
Reclast has always been full of surprises. So be it. I'll forge those spikes with haste. There we go. That should do it. Be careful out there.
These spikes. The Ezomites ruined something very similar.
I don't think we're going to find ourselves in open warfare, but Tavakai has recently slowed trade and restricted us to the docks at their settlement. That whale incident certainly didn't help.
A what? A whale?
Our king commanded one of our vessels to hunt and harvest meat from a sacred whale, knowing full well what it meant to the Karui. By the time I found out, I was already too late. Tavakai hasn't spoken to me since. Our trade with the Karui fluctuates. There are so many tribes with different beliefs and different propensities. Some days we're all profiting. Other days, they're raiding our shipping lanes.
This type of situation is common in the Vestiri. The strong tend to do as they please.
The Tukahama tribe, the largest in the region, welcomed us at first. We got along very well. Too well. When some of their younger members became interested in Kingsmarch, their chieftain, Tavakai, began to see us a little differently.
You have the Verisium spikes. Quickly, impale these totems.
Oh, shite! What's going on? Oh, we've been played, haven't we? I'm out of here.
This is all an illusion.
A cunning trick. May it not bear a bitter cost.
I should have known something was off about all that. In my younger days, I'd never been fooled by such a charlatan.
That thing fooled us both.
Aye, perhaps. Nonetheless, the fog is cleared and a Kalguran always pays up. Well, you met the chieftain. How was it?
He is powerful. I am impressed with him.
To be sure. I've two minds about him, though. On one hand, he's fostering tradition, allowing it to thrive. Yet on the other, well, he can be a bit much.
He pursues what he values. It is not a simple thing to do.
You're telling me? I should have known that wasn't Freya Heartland. Whatever it may have been, it gives me chills thinking about it, so I don't want to.
The tale women tell of a cowardly god of lies. Not one of ours, but Esmeri. They called him the Raven.
Tell it to the Skalds, will ya? I'd rather not know. Bugger off!
Please, what concerns you so deeply about this, Master Tujen?
It's unnatural, like a bloody curse. You all just go about your days like nothing's wrong. Yet at any moment, some almighty being could appear and cause mayhem. Like I said, it's best not to even think about these gods of yours.
We have to stand against beings like that. We can't ignore them, or they will rule us.
Yeah. In the 20 years we've been here, I've seen shite that'd knock your boots off. You know how I get through it? I drink, not think. You should try it sometime.
I should have trusted my instincts. I knew something was strange about that situation. I suppose this confirms the Heartlands are long dead.
I think it used my memories of my Akara's tail women against me. It made fools of us all.
Now we're getting somewhere. We've got half a map. See if you can find more scraps.
Tukuhama tasked his tribe, my tribe, with keeping that deceiver in his prison. Our sacred duty kept us in this region, even though we longed for the sea. But it is good that we stayed.
Such a powerful being left out in the open? I cannot comprehend how this has happened.
Capturing him was a miracle in itself. It was then impossible to move him. We tried posting warriors to keep watch over the prison. He'd drive them mad. They'd throw themselves into the sea. Instead, we allowed his fog to wreak its havoc, and in turn, keep him hidden. Besides, I had no idea Kalguran runes could undo our ancestral binding. Yet another reason for us to not get along.
Please forgive me. It is a regrettable situation. I did not mean harm.
For untold generations, he slept soundly in that prison. But the deceiver woke from his slumber 20 years ago and has been causing more and more problems ever since. The fog, crashing ships, foul dreams, cursed voices. Even one of our elders fell for his lies and went missing. But it will be much worse now that the deceiver is free thanks to you.